Welcome back, Officers Republic. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief APGAINS. I thought I'd do a fun little off-the-cuff video, kind of like I'll give you a couple of thoughts that just happen to stroll through my brain, and you guys in the comment section let me know what you think about it. This is not one of those super serious videos where like this is an absolute fact. This is more just, see what you guys think. So we're going to talk about leaderships in the game that maybe aren't necessarily as good as they used to be. Now, not to say that these aren't good leadership abilities, because if you guys have had a 1 or 2 million GP account recently, you guys know that these are amazing characters. But as you start to fizzle out of that 2 million into that 2.5, maybe even 3 million GP range, these leaderships start to become much less valuable. Not to say that they're useless, obviously, because these are all great characters, but they become less valuable as leaders and tend to kind of slot into other places to really complement with the rest of their kit. So, this is not a super well edited or produced video, so we're just going to got the 3 right here. Now, Padme is an amazing character. Her leadership is amazing. Her synergy with the rest of the Galactic Republic team is top-notch. The reason that I have her first here is simply because Qui-Gon Jinn has been probably the best, the best, free-to-play friendly GAC defensive team that we've had in a very, very long time. The thing is, he basically requires Jedi Knight Anakin to be optimal, and Jedi Knight Anakin is one of the machines that really helps the Padme train get going. Now, there is plenty of fun things that you can still do with Padme. If you're way later into the mid-game, you can have her on a JMK team. A lot of people love to move Anakin to Qui-Gon and then move Moff Gideon to Padme. You get instant stacks of courage, and then one of your Galactic Republic or a couple of your Galactic Republic teams hit hard. There is still a ton of fun things you can do with Padme, but kind of Padme in her original sense with the Jedi Knight Anakins, the Ahsokas, the General Kenobis, and then someone else, right? Maybe it's a Shaak Ti, maybe it's a C-3PO, maybe it's an R2-D2, maybe it's a Mace Windu, whatever it is. That team has kind of dissolved at that 1.5 to 2 million GP range where you get access to your Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron, right? And in a very similar sense, Bossk is very, very much the same concept. Bossk is still an amazing leadership just like Padme, but he really, really thrives under the Aurra Sing lead, right? Once you have that optimal team, we're all talking about those optimal teams, right? What you're striving to build. With Padme, you're striving to kind of have that Qui-Gon Jinn, Jedi Knight Anakin, Mace Windu, GK if you can have it, team, right? And Padme gets kind of left with the scraps. Bossk is a little bit different in that he's still part of the optimal bounty hunter team, right? You have your Aurra Sing, your Bossk, your Greef, your Mando, and your Zam. That team still very much relies on Bosk's kit to be good, but you kind of lose what used to make Bossk really great if you're an earlier 1 to 2 million GP player, which is that protection recovery, that health recovery with debuffs, which are going to be very, very important for your very early game GACs, where you got 3 offensive teams, and they better be able to undersize, and they better be able to get max banners if you're going to have the best possible chance to win. But his kit works so well under Aurra Sing, with Zam, with Greef, with Mando, getting the contract out early, having that taunt while everyone else is stealthed, more assists for Mando to get more crits, passing more turn meter. He's just so good there that his leadership kind of dissolves at that 1.5 to 2 million GP range. And they both share the fact that the 2 best free-to-play Omicrons for the early game, and the Zam and the Qui-Gon, are the reason that these are no longer the optimal early-ish, mid-ish game leadership abilities. Now, Crew is kind of in there as well, but Crew is a lot. I can't ignore the fact that a lot of people have first-order characters, right? Like, my first order are disgustingly bad because they're not the optimal faction, but they do some good things, right? Like Kylo Ren is a very versatile, very, very versatile tank for any team, right? Any team can benefit from having a 2-turn stun tank that's hard to kill, immune to health-based damage, right? That's something that helps a lot of 3 or 4-man teams that are kind of missing that key component, right? So his leadership can be flexed out there. Hux kind of takes over as a better leadership ability. Yes, Hux kit's good for stopping turn meter, but like dominance, adding, counter a chance and critical damage is helpful. And honestly, they're both great, but Kylo Ren just has so much viability for the rest of your roster to be a plug and play flex kind of character that it kind of leaves his leadership to be desired, because even with the optimal team, right, this team is still not, it never has been. And even with the first order TIE Pilot Omicron, which I admit is very good, I don't think it's amazing. Now, maybe when Ray comes to the game, and maybe Ray doesn't really work with SLKR, even if it's a lifter, maybe the first or high pellet makes the Ray leadership, or, maybe some sort of team is revitalized there, but, I don't want to speculate too much. But really, him and OG Kylo serve as very good solo in OG Kylo's case, and then kind of like a flex character where you're not really using his leadership, and instead you're running like Hux lead, 2 pilots, first order officer, and like, I don't know, Fox or something like that for big damage, or maybe Red Trooper if you're not using Red Trooper from some sort of Sith Empire team, not Sith Empire, but like Sith Triumvirate team or whatever. But really, I just wanted to get your guys' opinion because, a lot of crazy ideas kind of flow through my brain, not only for like stuff to do in game, but video ideas. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of times I just like think of something and I'm like, oh, this would be an interesting video just to have a conversation with you guys, just to talk about something fun that's not, you're farming this and then, oh, this character came to the game and this counters this. Like those videos I've done a million of, quite literally over 1,000 of them. And occasionally I kind of just want to have a fun video where some random idea comes to my brain and I just talk about it for a couple minutes. There's no facts. It's just kind of conjecture. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I've said you know what I mean a couple of times, but I would really love if you guys go into the comment section and be like, hey, maybe there's an idea that came across your mind. And maybe we do this once a week where I'll take, maybe via comment section or chats on live streams or Discord or whatever, maybe I just take a couple of wild and wacky ideas that people have that maybe aren't like the most amazing ideas, but maybe it's something that people would enjoy talking about. Like, what are the Zetas that no one's touched for whatever? Like, whatever it may be. That's the kind of stuff that I might throw in once a week. We'll have something else Sundays where we do something else. And then maybe we'll have like fucking Toucan Tuesdays. No, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe we'll have I need guys help me out here. I need To Whom It May Concern Tuesdays, right? Where we talk about stuff that doesn't really concern a lot of people, but to whom it may concern, it could be a fun idea. My God. How the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have, like, ultimate free-to-play farming guide, To Whom It May Concern Tuesdays. The gap in between those, like, the just pure, non-stop information and just unlimited years of just blood, sweat, and tears. To Whom It May Concern Tuesdays, right? How the mighty have fallen. But yeah, just a fun little video, just to, be out there, have some fun with you guys. As always, I love you, and I'll see you later. If I can find the end record button. Bye-bye.